Hey everybody, happy Halloween, or should I say happy belated Halloween. Uh, yeah, it was it ended about an hour ago. Halloween did. But anyways, just wanted to do a video, let everybody know what I've been doing, how I've been doing. I know I haven't done a video in the past 2 months, not since the Expendables review, but there's been a lot of things going on lately. I've been getting into a new hobby. I'm getting into model railroading now, and I got a layout going. So 4x8, and it's looking pretty good. Put a lot of work into it. Maybe I'll get a video of it one day and put it up so you all can see. But it's looking like a pretty good layout right now. A lot of money put into it, a lot of hard work too. It's a 4x8. Also, another reason too is there hasn't been any movies that I really was interested in wanting to see, so I didn't go to the movies to see anything lately. But there are some good films there are some good films coming up lately. Unstoppable, that's one I want to see. Another one I want to see is Skyline, and Tron's coming up, and so there's some good movies coming up soon, and I'm really looking forward to that. Also, there's also been some news um, about the new Superman movie, and there's some news I wanted to share. Superman, the new Superman movie that Zack Snyder is going to direct, it's in progress right now. Um, from what I understand of it, it's going to be more about the beginnings of Superman. And I don't know if I mean, I'll go see the movie, and I'm really being optimistic, but I'm not really so sure about an origin story because we've already seen that part of Superman on the big screen. We've already seen it. I mean, Richard Donner's film, 1978 Superman the movie, showed Superman's early beginnings. From Krypton to Smallville to Metropolis. Um, I think if they make I think when in the new Superman movie, I think what they should do is just start off with Clark Kent Superman in Metropolis, just like he's already been there. I mean, I think he's there, and this is like maybe years later, or whatever. Um, so I think they should do it that way. But they are talking about doing a origin story, and I would like for them. I would like to see Brandon Routh in it, but I know that's probably unrealistic. Brandon Routh, he was in Superman Returns, but I think it's unrealistic to say that they would select him, because this movie is supposed to be a whole new beginning, new director, new people, new story. It doesn't have any connection to do with Superman Returns. It doesn't have anything to do with the TV show Smallville. So, as much as there are a lot of fans out there of Brandon Routh and Tom Welling, they like to see their guy get cast as Superman. I just have to say that the chances of that are slim, because, like I said, it's a whole new direction, a whole new thing going on. So I wouldn't cling to hope too much, because if you do, you'll probably end up being disappointed. And but I hope we get a new villain. We got to have Brainiac. I mean, we've had all these Superman movies and no Brainiac. I mean, we've had all these same. I mean, that's all these Superman films have done in the past, is recycle the same characters over and over again. We need some new villains. We need Brainiac this time. And more news concerning Batman, and I'm sure a lot of you have already heard from the next Batman movie. The new title is called The Dark Knight Rises, and I think that name it just seems a little bit repetitive to me. And when I say repetitive, I mean the title sounds just like the last movie. The last movie was called The Dark Knight. This one is The Dark Knight Rises. Sounds the same except for the rises. So but it sounds like a pretty bad name for a movie. So I think it would be an appropriate name. But anyways, one of the things I heard rumors about it is that there isn't going to be another Riddler, or there's not going to be a Riddler in this movie. And I think the reason why that is because Christopher Nolan's movies are supposed to be like realistic Batman movies. The Batman movies in the 90s, you know, Tim Burton and his successors on those Batman films in the 90s, they those films were very comic book like. They were like living comic books, so it was easy for them to use those characters in a comic book sense. So, but if you're doing a movie about a realistic Batman, you know, a guy who's like a vigilante, you know, I mean, that's what Batman is, basically a guy. He doesn't have powers. He's just a guy who has all these gadgets and gear and stuff, and goes out and takes care of the bad guys. And so, but it's in a realistic like setting, and it's not comic bookish like those movies from the 90s. So, what I'm getting at is, it would probably be hard to do those villains for a realistic Batman movie. I mean, it's like you take the Joker, for instance, in The Dark Knight. That Joker was much different than any Joker we've seen. It was a different Joker than that of the one from the old TV series, you know, from the 60s. Cesar Romero. It was different from that one. It was different from Jack Nicholson, and they had to kind of change the Joker's ways a little bit because of it being a realistic setting. So I don't know how they would do that with the Riddler. So no, maybe that's why they're not going to have a Riddler in this movie, because it probably doesn't. It might not work in Christopher Nolan's Batman. So. But we'll see how it goes. I'm glad that there's some projects moving along, and you know, one of the things that I'm really excited about already is the next San Diego Comic-Con. I mean, I got this T-shirt last year, San Diego Comic-Con, and I got this T-shirt, and I got to say, I really love going to San Diego Comic-Con. I've been going to it the last. Last couple of years I've been going to it, and I really enjoy myself there. And I think 2011 Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, is going to be huge. It's going to be big, because see, in the summertime they show movies. You know, they have panels and previews and trailers of movies that will be coming out in 2012. They show, you know, previews and all that stuff before the next year, and and there's going to be a lot of good movies coming out in 2012. You know, you got the next Superman movie coming out, you know, a new Batman movie, new Spider-Man movie, the next Star Trek film, Men in Black, another Men in Black movie, Clash of the Titans sequel. There's probably a lot of other ones I haven't even mentioned. There's going to be a lot of good movies coming out in 2012. So San Diego Comic-Con 2011, there's going to be a lot of panels and a lot of previews and a lot of, you know, a lot of that good stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I just, you know, haven't done a video in the past 2 months, so I just wanted to let everybody know what I was up to, and you know, and then I'm going to be doing reviews. There's movies coming up, Skyline and Unstoppable. Those are movies I want to see. So, and Entron. So that's all I want to say to everybody, and everybody take care until my next video. Talk to you all later. Alright, bye.